6'3", wearing the letter O, Damian Lillard.
Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trail Blazers as they go up against the Utah Jazz. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Look at Portland. Right now, they're down in the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season. And, of course, the Jazz, 9 games back.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
Well, inconsistency is the word. Sometimes they'll lose a game they probably should have won, and they show you how hard it is to sustain success in this league.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Nurkic is out there with Anderson. Then it's Keontae George. Then it's Collier. And it's Bailey in at the 3 slot. And for Portland, in at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Avdia out there with Klingon. And it's Kamare in at the small forward spot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Kyle Anderson. Tim, how do you look at Avdia's game?
Well, I just think he's a guy as a small forward with great size and great versatility. He does a little bit of everything on the court to help you win.
That free throw, good from Avdia. Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 02. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Now, here's Lillard, coming off 31 points last game. Pass to Klingon, outside Avdia. Clock is at 3. Over Anderson. Avdia can't hit.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Releases, and it's Anderson that time on the assist from Bailey. Here's Lillard. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Beyond the arc. A rebound by the Jazz. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
They just committed too many mistakes. It was impossible to overcome.
Now, here's Nurkic. His last outing, he had 8 points. And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Lillard outside. Just 5 on the clock. There's the 3. Portland again missing. Jazz have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Bailey passes to Collier. Nurkic a screen on Sharp. Collier drills the 3-pointer.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
Here's Kamare. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Good on the 3-point shot.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's Anderson, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, You could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Pass to Sharp. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
The Jazz making a switch here. Filipowski's checked in. George against Sharp. There's a screen by Kamara. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
From deep, George. And Utah, another 3.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Pass to Kamara. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the rebound by Nurkic.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Collier. Now Bailey. 20 points for him last game against the Golden State Warriors.
And also, he was very disruptive defensively. 4 steals on the night.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Back to Lillard. Over Collier. Rebounded by Bailey.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
The shot by George, wide open. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Ace Bailey's going to have the advantage most of the time with that 6'9" frame.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Avdia with it. A 24-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Jazz leading by 3. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier. 11 points for him in that last game against the Golden State Warriors. Lillard left side. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Wow, the skill of Lillard to get his shot through while getting the whistle.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear number 1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
On the free throw, no good.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
And sometimes you get that. Great defense at the rim.
Now, here's Avdia. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Lillard finds Avdia. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Outside, George. To the middle. Here's Filipowski. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Sharp. He has yet to score. Outside, Avdia. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. Bailey's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lebowski passes to Nurkic, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
It took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Free throw good, Nurkic. And both free throws good for Nurkic. And Portland has possession. It's a 5-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
Here's Sharp after the basket by Utah. Inside, and it's Klingon with the jam.
I tell you, not only does Klingon set sturdy screens, he knows how to make himself available for the pass.
To the inside, and finished off by Nurkic.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 5. Pass to Klingon. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, Klingon isn't just tall. He's also got some meat on it. That comes in handy against the physical defense.
Here's Nurkic. He has 6. The Jazz working the ball around now. George up top. Defended by Sharp to the middle. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by George. Nurkic has got 8.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers.
Jeremy Grant, who's checked in for Portland. Holiday comes in for Shaedon Sharp. And Utah with a change here, too. Sensabaugh is checked in. Here's Lillard. He's got 5. Outside, Avdia. Grant on the wing. Here's Lillard. Good, and Grant gets the assist. 7 points for Lillard.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Nurkic setting the pick for Bailey. Down low, Klingon with the steal. Here's Grant. And the layup is good. Now it's just a 3-point Jazz lead.
And get your best scorers, high percentage looks, offensive strategy 101. Grant delivering.
And Utah turns it over again. We're the pause in the action. Let's bring you the list of teams that have been lighting it up over the last 10 games. the Trailblazers' third.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
And finished off by Avdia.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Utah's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Collier. Now Bailey.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And here's Nurkic, just 5 to shoot. Holiday looking over the floor. And there's 1:45 left here in the first quarter. Out to the wing. Lillard from outside. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Now Bailey. Filipowski the bounce pass. Klingon with the block.
And with every swat, Klingon is earning a reputation as a shot blocker.
A different look now for Portland. Williams, he's checked in for Klingon. Murray comes in for Avdia. And Henderson subbed in for Damian Lillard. Henderson against Williams. Left side, Grant. The kick out to Williams. On the wing, Holiday. No scoring in this one. Connects from three-point range.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Utah, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free throw shooting. Only around a 70% clip on the season.
He's off on the first. And Portland making a change here. Eibel's checked in. And Utah with a change here, too. Hendricks is checked in. And he sinks the second. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. To the paint. Pass to Sensabaugh. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Thibault. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Kicks it out to Grant. From outside the arc. And that one released in time, but no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Portland out in front as they wrap up the first quarter with a 13-5 run. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Well, they're taking care of the ball on one end of the floor and then forcing mistakes on the other.
Holiday in the backcourt with Henderson to his side. And at the small and power forwards, it's Thibault and Grant. And it's Williams at the center. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love two big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
Niang with the ball. He's covered by Grant. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Robert Williams. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Blazers.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. You know, Jim, with the length and agility that Jeremy Grant possesses, he can be a tricky matchup.
Yeah, his shooting percentages have tailed off a bit of late, but for a former second-round pick, he's having a tremendous career.
He's such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
And he's good on the second. Jazz trail by 3. Pass to Sensabaugh. Screen by Niang. A floater. Williams with the block.
You know, the reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Holiday with the defensive effort.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And stolen by Thibault. Here's Henderson. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 5. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. Now Niang. Now Filipowski. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 2. It's good from long range. Sensabaugh's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Lets it go from deep. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Grant dishes to Holiday. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. It's tipped. Pass to Sensabaugh. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Grant. Portland again missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Hendricks. Still scoreless. Niang passes to Hendricks. Jazz passing it around. Stolen by Grant. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. Drew Holiday understands the big picture. He said, quote, basketball is a two-way sport. As much as you train offensively, you need to do the same thing defensively. Doing defensive slides, wall sits, things that help you with your legs and your base. I've done that since I was little. It helps. Kevin, back to you.
Truly an elite defender. Allie, we thank you very much. He's jammed in for Grant. Sharp comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Lillard subbed in for Henderson. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Left side, Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. There's a screen by Kamara. Here's Lillard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-'90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
And I like the work Lillard's put into his defense the past few seasons. He may not be a stopper, but he's improved immensely at that end of the floor.
Here's Collier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Here's Sensabaugh. Defended by Sharp and stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And it's Sharp missing. Here's Sensabaugh. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Aston Yang. Here's Collier. And there it is for him. Collier's got his second bucket of the night.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Lillard, the pass to Sharp. And here is Williams. Defended by Filipowski. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Sharp. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Sharp's got his first basket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Screen by Niang. Here's Collier. Covered by Lillard. Screen by Niang. And it's Collier missing.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Here's Lillard. Now Kamara. Holiday defended by George. And the shot goes down. And now a 6-point Portland lead. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Collier. Jazz need to get off a shot here. Niang. Three-pointers off the mark. Portland leading by 6. Lillard looking around. Here's Williams. Rebound, Utah. Lepowski's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Collier. Now, Niang. Oh, good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
A steal. Trying to get something going. The shot by George, no good. Trailblazers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. The Jazz, number 1.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So for the Trailblazers, Donovan Clingan comes in for Williams. And Avdia subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level, but you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Jazz trail by 7. At the elbow, Nurkic. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Now you look at Sharp, sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance in the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Now, here's Sean. Avdia can't hit.
Well, despite this lead, he hasn't found the sweet spot yet. It's been mostly sour, actually.
Clingan with the steal. Fast break, here we go. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
Denny Avdia.
One shot.
That free throw good from Avdia. Jazz trail by 10. Pass to Nurkic. Nice ball movement by Utah. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Well, whenever Bailey has it, Ace is looking to score. I love that in a young player.
The Jazz have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. That free throw good from Bailey.
And when I watch Ace Bailey, I see a wing with unlimited potential. Going forward, it's about refining that skill set and adding some strength to that frame.
And he sinks the second. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. Tim, walk me down the Donovan Clingan pick at number 7 in the 2024 draft. What do you think the thinking was there?
Well, Kevin, I just think people viewed him as a winner, a 2-time collegiate champion, and then most importantly, that rare young big man that wants to play center and anchor the paint.
One shot.
Jazz trail by 12. Pass to George. Here's Bailey, covered by Kamara. Nurkic a screen on Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Nurkic. And yes, it's good. Nurkic has got 10 points.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's Kamara. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
Pass to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Launches it. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Downright lethal 3-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Moment now to check out some numbers for Denny Avdia.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Outside, George. Fires the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 8 points.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Avdia with a screen for Sharp. Into the lane. Four on the clock. Swinging the screen for Sharp. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Bailey passes to counter. 1:29 left in the first half. Aston Yang for three. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Kamara. Lillard left side. Now Klingon. Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
Here's Collier. 5 points in the game. That's to Nurkic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Filipowski, he's checked in for George Niang. Free throw good, Nurkic. Here is Lillard. He's got 13. Pass to Sharp. Here's Klingon. And no good that time.
That was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
Outside, George. Here's Collier. Jacks up a three. And Klingon pulls it down.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
And the basket by Lillard.
Some nights Lillard can just keep going and going.
Here's Collier. The Jazz again can't hit it. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Oh, why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but, I'm a busy man, Ernie. I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
Come on, fellas. We got a job to do. Take it a little seriously, would you?
Bring me a pillow, too.
Now, looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Utah Jazz.
They got to tighten things up, man. Turnovers has been a major problem. I'm surprised to see such a lack of focus from them.
This is what they're hearing in the locker room. Concentrate, fellas.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Here's Sharp. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's spot. We've got George. Haley out there with Anderson. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Collier in at the 2. Jazz trail by 11. George passes to Anderson. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Shoots over Klingon. And with the block. George against Lillard. Pass to Kamara. And Sharp has it in the corner. There's a screen by Kamara. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Isaiah Collier.
And how about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
The free throw drops for Sharp. And Sharp drops them both. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 13. Jazz passing it around. George sets a screen for Nurkic. Pass to Collier. Over Sharp. And it's Collier missing. Trailblazers leading by 13. Lillard outside. Now Klingon. Now Kamara. Misses the 3. To the left wing. Here's Bailey. Defended by Sharp. Nurkic a screen on Avdia. And finish off by Nurkic.
And more points for Nurkic. He can do this from time to time when he gets in a rhythm.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players just around them. Guys, back to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
Yeah, you never want to foul Dame in the act. He's almost automatic from the line.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The free throw drops for Lillard. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Jazz trail by 13. Pass to Collier. Nurkic a screen on Lillard. George passes to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
With excellent footwork, Nurkic remains effective in those pick-and-roll situations.
Here's Lillard. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Now, here's Anderson. And it's Bailey in the corner. Pulls it from the elbow. That shot off. Nice D from Lillard. Sharp with it. He's got 8. Pass to Avdia. Over George. Avdia can't hit. Jazz trail by 13. Down low. Anderson kicks to George. Now Bailey. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Adjustments are everything in this league, and you need to maximize your time to make those adjustments.
Your Trailblazers stat team. It's that time we need you to make some noise for your Trailblazers stat team.
Go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The Jazz, number 1.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
Stolen by George. Anderson against Avdia. It's Anderson with the drive, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Anderson's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Trailblazers leading by 9. Sharp finds Lillard. It's hauled in by George.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Bailey passes to Count. Anderson outside. To the inside. Here's Nurkic. Lays it up off the glass. Nurkic has got 8 points in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Sharp, the pass to Lillard. Over George. Portland again missing.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the 3rd.
Driving inside. Avdia with the rebound. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Anderson. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Jim, you wouldn't know it now. Kamara, a late 2nd-round pick back in 2023.
Well, Kevin, he's proven himself now. His defense is what first stood out. But now his offense has taken a leap forward.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Here are your Blazer dancers.
This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's putting up 29 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
And George kicks to Nurkic. There's a good screen. Shot clock at 6. Inside, deflects the pass. Clingan with the steal. Here's Avdia. Nobody near Lillard. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
Now, here's Sharp, following the missed shot by Nurkic. Sharp on the wing. He's got 8, 5 on the clock, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Drew Holiday is checked in for the Trailblazers. Lepowski, he's checked in for the Jazz. Jazz trail by 13. Pass to Nurkic. Down low. Bailey passes to Anderson. 5 to shoot. There's a screen. Rebounded by Kamare. Trailblazers leading by 13. Back to Holiday. Pass to Clingan. That one misses. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Now, here's Avdia. 9 points in the game so far. Now, Kamara. Clingan, the screen for Avdia. Pass to Clingan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And simply put, Donovan Clingan is a winner. 2 national titles in 2 college seasons. He can really affect a game at that size.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Clingan. And Clingan drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
George finds Nurkic. Lepowski in the corner. Outside Holiday. Over George. Pass to Avdia. From deep. Sinks the triple. Avdia's got 12 points in the game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Back to George. George sets a screen for Nurkic. Crops in the layup for 2. Nurkic has got 23 points.
And you got to do more than that to stop Nurkic, using that muscle to just brush past the defender.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Pass to Holiday. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Here's Filipowski, covered by Kamara. Outside, George. Off target with his 3.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Pass to Kamara. Right side, Avdia. Now Klingon. Moves back up. Tries yet again. Avdia can't hit.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Stolen by Avdia. Here's the break. Holiday with it. Bailey picks him up. Oh, and the jam by Sharp.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. So it's Utah now. The Blazers getting the bucket. To the inside, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
To make some noise for a t-shirt toss. Who wants one? We have a bunch of t-shirts to give away, and we're looking for the loudest fans in the building.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Williams is checked in for Klingon. Jeremy Grant comes in for Avdia. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Shaden Sharp. And Lillard subbed in for Tamani Kamara. .137 left in the third. Grant the pass to Lillard. There's a screen by Williams to the middle. And Williams with the stuff.
Known for his scoring there. Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screen role.
Here's Collier. 5 points in the game. Hendricks passes to Niang. Now Filipowski. Williams with the block. And they're able to recover. Lock at 6. Here's Niang. From outside, off the mark.
You know, all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Lillard, the pass to Grant. Shoots the three. A rebound by the Jazz. Filipowski's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Filipowski. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Hendricks. Over Holiday. Hendricks can't get it to go.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Jazz trail by 16.
Hey, right here.
Here's Sensabaugh. Can't hit from in close. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll return shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Holiday out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Williams. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Henderson in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Sensabaugh. Lillard outside. Pass to Williams. Back to Lillard. Sweet little floater. Lillard's got 12 points here in the second half.
And just putting his entire offensive imagination on full display. What a smooth release from Lillard.
Here's Niang. Henderson defending. Niang, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
And so it's Utah here with the ball, following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by Grant. Pass to Niang. And he banks in the layup. Niang's got his first points in this one.
Well, that's what you're trying to do offensively. Get a shot close to the rim.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Lillard from outside. Utah with the rebound. Now Filipowski. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Now Niang. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Collier. A three-pointer, no good.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Outside Williams. Henderson outside. The kick out to Holiday, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Chet Holmgren and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Thursday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
And your dance team.
Portland on defense. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Sensabaugh. Fires the three. And Klingon pulls it down. Quinion's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Holiday, intercepted. Filipowski with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Collier. At the elbow, Nurkic. Oh, with the block. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Muscling through contact. Holiday has the strength and body control to do it.
Shooting one.
You know, Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall?
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good for the league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree. The Jazz with another miss. Trailblazers leading by 19 points. It's Lillard, top of the key. Williams has a screen for Lillard. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 30 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Now, here's Nurkic. When it comes to All-Star Weekend, which event do you look forward to the most?
It's got to be a three-point contest, right? No judges, no half-hearted defense. There's a purity to it that I just appreciate.
Now, here's Lillard following the missed shot by Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard off the left rim and out.
Well, that's a good high percentage shot. He just couldn't convert.
Pass to Hendricks. Now, here's Nurkic, covered by Lillard. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Quinion's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Shoots from 12. No good from Grant.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead. So he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Following this, they get to host the Rockets. And that's game 2 of the string of 4 games played at home. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Up top, Filipowski. Just 5 on the clock. Baseline try. It's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Good. He hits the jump shot. Lillard's got 32 points.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Abdias checked in for Robert Williams. Toumani Camara comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Shaedon Sharpe subbed in for Drew Holiday. He hits the second from the line. Trailblazers leading by 21. Pass to Sharpe. Picked his pocket. Looking to get it going. Clinging with the steal. Now, here's Avdia. Lillard from outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Trailblazers. Utah's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And here's George for three. The Jazz again can't hit it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound, Utah. Collier's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
At the line for the Jazz, Bailey, one shot.
One shot.
And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Collier, 3 shots.
3 shots. 3 shots.
The free throw drops for Collier. He's off on the second.
And after not getting to the line in the first half, he has changed his mentality. He's being much more aggressive.
And he nails the third. Trailblazers leading by 19 points. Lillard up top, defended by George. George against Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George with the steal. Anderson with the ball. Now Avdia defending. And George kicks to Anderson. And here's George. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Lillard with it. With the drive. There's the triple. Kamare misses.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Outside, George. Here's Bailey, covered by Kamara. Nurkic in the post. Ace Bailey. Jumper is off. Trailblazers leading by 17. Outside, Avdia. Here's Lillard. Avdia gets the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, it's nearly impossible to chip away at a lead if you're giving up offensive rebounds.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
With your mascot, the Groove.
we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Portland on defense. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Pass to Bailey. And here's Anderson. Shot clock at 6. And once again, off the mark by Utah.
2 minutes in the game.
Now, Klingon. Avdia, the pass to Sharp. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Poke loose. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Bailey. Defended by Sharp. Here's Collier. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
So it's the Jazz now. Outside, George. And Klingon pulls it down.
That's an awesome defensive effort. A great contest right at the rim.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Sharp. Oh, and the jam by Sharp.
An impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but we have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
So now let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Dame, you routinely make shots that most players would not even attempt. What enables you to have that kind of confidence?
Sometimes in the summer, I work on the craziest things. You know, you never know what type of situation you're going to be in. You got to be prepared for it. So I've worked on my fair share of crazy shots, crazy passes, and, you don't make a high percentage of them, but I made one tonight.
Practice makes perfect. Thanks so much, Dame.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that about wraps it up. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Damian Lillard.
Right is up to you, and if you know you do, that's what we call true. I got the joy.